At this point in the whiteboard, we're going to step out of mere theoretical talk and go straight into some form of practice. Let us name this carpenter John. So John has just noticed that a lot of corporate offices are coming into his business place, and he feels there is an opportunity here. If I can take advantage based on my skill, I will be able to make a lot of profit for my business. And so his customer segment are corporate offices that are coming in, so many new businesses that are coming into his city, and he feels he can focus on that particular customer segment and give them the best that he possibly can. So what is his value proposition? He sits down with his canvas and decides that his value proposition is going to be world-class office furniture. He chose this because he knows that most of these corporate offices are such as need the best. Their branding is right there at the top, and so they cannot take shabby jobs. They would have to end up importing or bringing into the city the furniture that they need if there's nobody supplying it. And so he says that he needs to give them world-class office furniture. That is his value proposition. And then number 3, what are the channels that he's going to use to get to them? Well, John decided that he's going to set up a website for his business, because many of these people are people that want to do business formally. They want to see what you have. They may not have time to come to your showroom, but probably pictures in the website. So he chose that he's going to have a website, and also he will still have a showroom, so that they would not say, oh, we're interested in your products, where can we get it? And he has to take them to his factory. So he has to have a showroom. Also, these are the channels that he would use to get across to the offices and give them world-class office furniture. And then number 4, customer relationships. What forms of relationship is John establishing? Well, for one, he's establishing a corporate relationship, because for most of these offices, it is a corporate relationship between his business and their business. But then with the human beings in the offices, John is establishing a personal relationship. I know you may be thinking that that's a different segment, yes, but let us still leave it there, that he is establishing a personal relationship based on his credibility and the work that he is giving in. So what are his revenue streams? Well, we have sales for one. Definitely when he sells his products to them, they would give money, so we have primarily sales. And also consulting. They may call him and say, come and tell us what forms of furniture thing we need for this place, and he consults for them, and he may put a charge on that. So that is a way that money comes in, revenue comes into his business. Number 6, key activities. What are the key activities that John needs? Well, John needs first to make the furniture in the first place. So if he's going to be giving them products of furniture, then he has to make the furniture. So that is one key activity. Another one is transporting and installing. Some of these modern world-class office furniture are such as needs a professional to go and install them in your office. John would decide that his key activities to effectively serve these corporate offices with world-class office furniture is to make the furniture and also to transport and install in their office. So what are the key resources? Number 1, time and work. Yes, he needs to spend time on designing, spend time in ensuring that he gets the job done, and also he needs to do the work. And then John has looked into it and seen that, well, he needs to rent not just his office space now, but also a showroom, for example. So he needs to pay rent. So that has become a key resource without which business is not going to succeed. So who are John's key partners? For one, interior decorators. People who normally these corporate offices may actually consult with, should in case they jump the carpenter. They may decide to go to the interior decorators and say, how are you going to decorate this place? These are our brand colors. We want to get this place fit for this form of business. And so John needs such people as his partners, because if he can relate with them as partners, then he would also consult together with them and get the business from the offices, although there is a middleman in between them. And then also wood suppliers, who are the people that are going to supply him with the things, the materials that he needs to do his work. That's an obvious one, right? Without wood or any other form of material used for furniture, you have a problem with giving out world-class office furniture to corporate offices that come into your city. So what is John's cost structure? We have wages, rent, and materials. He's going to pay his workers, he's going to rent space, and he's going to give money for materials, most times before work begins. So John can take up this particular canvas that we have right in front of us and say, I'm going to experiment on this. These offices, I'm going to write them letters that I'm going to give them world-class office furniture. In the letters, I will show my website and location of my showroom, and I would seek to set up corporate and personal relationships with them And then when I do get the jobs from them, I would make sure that I make furniture, I transport it and install it with them. I give my time and energy to do the work, rent the space that is needed. I partner with interior decorators and wood suppliers, and I spend the money that I need to spend wisely so that I can get the work done. So let us go for a second business. How can somebody else in a different sector expand his business using the business model canvas? So we're going to focus on a farmer. We would name her Fatima, who has identified families in Kaduna Metropolis as her customer segment. How does she want to get across to these particular families with her products? Well, she decides that she's going to give them hygienically produced eggs. Well, that is her value proposition. Now, note that her products are basically eggs, but her focus is on hygiene, which means she's going to ensure that her eggs are not produced in a haphazard or in a scattered way. There is a particular way her eggs are going to come out, and she's going to give that to the family. So probably she has identified that she also, being a part of the family in Kaduna Metropolis, has been fed with unhygienically produced eggs for many years, and so she wants to change that, and this is her value proposition to the families in Kaduna Metropolis. So what are the channels she's going to use to get across to them? Well, she'll use market retailers and she'll use superstores to ensure that she gets across to these family members. What a type of relationship she's creating? She's creating trust. If you're giving hygiene or health, good health, then definitely you are creating a relationship based on trust. What is the basic way she's going to be getting money? Sales. Through her sales, she would get in money for her business. What about her key activities? Well, she will most likely rear birds. Now, I said most likely because she can act as a middleman for this same value proposition. She could have friends who rear birds, but she can trust their values and to offer to these families, and she gets the eggs from them. But in case she decides otherwise, she could become a rearer of birds, a poultry keeper. And so she ensures that she rears the birds that will produce the hygienically produced eggs. And also she's going to package and transport, because if her channel for getting across to customers is actually through a middle person, a market retailer or a superstore, then she will need to get her goods packaged and taken to the market retailers or the superstores. Her key resources would be equipment and building. Her key partners are feed suppliers if she's rearing the birds by herself, and also the market and superstore retailers. You know, these people are key partners in accomplishing this value proposition. And lastly, her cost structure will be wages, construction, equipment, feed, drugs, etc., whatever she may identify, both in the fixed and the variable segment of cost that actually determines how effective she'll be able to give this value proposition. So look at this particular canvas and you would see that it is possible for her to test this and get out there and say, look, I'm going to give you this, and these are the ways I'm going to get across to you. I will do this and I will do that, and I'm going to hope to create trust, and I will rear the birds, and I would have the equipment, and I would partner with these people, and I will spend this much money hoping that my revenue is going to be more than what I am spending, and so she ends up being profitable. So why don't you work out one for your business idea? You have been listening to me for some time now, and there's a chance that your own business idea has been running through your mind. How best can you take advantage of the canvas? I would like you now to take out some time, go to our website and download a business model canvas, and decide to sit down with it and actually get working with your business idea. In fact, I did it for this particular lesson that I'm giving at this moment. A business model canvas works. Ensuring that your business is modeled, or your business idea is modeled in a particular way, is really important. I would like to state here that do not get angry when your plan, I stated earlier that business model is a plan, do not get angry when your plan does not work the way you thought it would work. Most plans don't work the first time out, and that is why you use the business model canvas, so that you can make adjustments here and there until you have a template that is working for your business. Right on the screen, you can copy out our information. Our website is www.lengeconsults.com. You can get in touch directly to me on Twitter at Yusuf Lenge, and also my business phone number is 090-8091-0013.